Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Wow, that was good timing. Pokeball, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Welcome, guys. Thanks for the squirrel gifts. If you got a sub, please give me a thank you. Hope you had a pleasant rest of your day yesterday. Today, I'd like to get all the licenses. I think we're, in terms of money, we're on 600 grand. So we should be able to do it. We need to grind a few more jobs. But I reckon we can get up to all the money we need to get all of them. Ryan, thank you for 29 months. But we shall see. Where did I leave the caboose, by the way? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where's the caboose gone? It's at the sawmill. Probably use that at some point. You're trying to push for the D6. That is a big change, the D6. Complete beast. Bit of a game changer. What have we got coming out of here, then? Unload. Oh, it's finally... Look at this, guys. If I press the G key, nothing happens. It's finally taken my... I'm going to have to remember now, I need to press the T key to throw things. But that's good. I can't accidentally throw my remote on the floor now. Brilliant. Loader repairers, steel trains to harbour. That could be handy. Loader repairers, steel train for the harbour. There's another harbour run there. What else have we got? Machine factory in town. Well, there's one... There's 2... 3. They're not particularly brilliant bread earners. Any of those? It's all a bit meh. What are these two? Goods factory. Unload. Yeah. Bit indifferent to those. Might have to try somewhere else. We haven't done Iron Ore Mine West. I mean, it's just going to be iron ore, but we haven't done that yet. Also, like, this section of track here, I don't think there's hardly ever a reason to use it. I guess unless you were going from here to here, you could go that way or potentially that way. But I'm not sure why you would go that way. Again, it kind of feels like there's a need for something up here. Or a job. Industry connection. Anyway, where should we go to? Let's try... Goods factory in town. Food factory. Let's try City Southwest. You got the game on the 4th at 6 AM on the 7th, and I've booked 32 hours. Oh dear. You really should sleep, my friend. Onamichi, thank you the bits. If you're cold, stand in the corner. It's 90 degrees. Wait, what? Let's say logistic hall to Orwell North. We don't normally go to Orwell North. Logistic hall. Empty. Not a bad little earner, to be honest. If there's anything at the steel mill we could drop on the way. There's only one steel mill job, and one, there's 2. Oh, hang on. Load and repair. There's a potential to put that together and then drag that along and drop it on the way. This one is possibly risky. Well, it's probably those two are a combo. Peter the Hobbit, thank you. Dude! 100 months. Hang on. I've got to fire the browser up now. 100 months from Peter the Hobbit. You know what that means. Let me fire up my dashboard. grab your name, sir. Add new. Make sure I get your correct spelling of your name. Peter the Hobbit 1. Okay, Peter the Hobbit, do you want to just say a few words in chat just to double check you've got that very well earned VIP badge? Thank you very much for 100 months, sir. That's epic. Congratulations on getting that far. That's a long time. City Southwest. Logistical rubbish. You know, why? He must be in chat. Come on, dude. It was 2 minutes ago. Maybe he's like frantically trying to say something in chat, but he's not logged in. I don't know. Goods factory in town is not on the way at all. There he is. VIP badge earned. Thank you.
Good morning, Paul and chat. This game is really fun. Scleros Steam Loco for the win. I'll be quiet now.
Well, you're not going to be around today, are you, Chris? Because you're off driving miniature puppy trains for, like, noisy children. That's what you'll be doing. And we all know your train isn't really steam. It's actually electric, but it just has a speaker on it that goes choo-choo, but it's just purely electric. You know it is, Chris. It's a fake train. It's what it is. We've all seen them, and there's no shame in it, Chris. You provided entertainment on a Sunday to the local kids. I get it. Oh, you're here today. Oh, nice. Yeah, and the little smoke machine, you know, that puts the fake smoke out the top. Right, let's take. We'll grab this, and we'll grab this. Actually, let me just double check. Let me double check that there isn't an E6 line around. There is. That's good. We'll put you over there. We'll put you over there. Let's quickly do this one, SL00. That'll provide us another job, which we can take. Scrap metal. Wait, load and prepare a train with scrap metal? Well, that's going to be a gondola, so where the heck's that going to be? Didn't even know they got, like, scrap metal here. One sec, we have to bring up a map. Can't be in B. C is the only platform. Is it in a siding then? Maybe it's in 1S. What's this? What, just the one? What's going on here then? That is an irritating job if ever I saw one. 2 pickups. So one of them's at the back of this in a siding. And then the other one, there must be 2 more lying around. Flipping heck, I don't know if I can be bothered for 6 grand. Kieran, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the squirrel gifts. If you just got a sub, it was either from Pokeball or Kieran. So please give him a thank you. Do you know what? I don't think I can be bothered doing that job just for whatever it's going to generate. Such a faff. It's an empty car drop for 27 grand. I just wish I could combine it with something. It's actually annoying. That's the... Let's do it. Angry door. Angry door is still angry. That woke you up. Hey, Simone, fine. What's all this locomotion? That's very punny. What's the aim today? To get all the licenses? Have you been flying IRL? Nope, because the plane... I think the plane is now finally fixed as of this week. It's one of the switches wrong. Which one? That one. Oh my god, it's just been a mess of issues. It's, I don't know, it's just been issue after issue after issue. It basically manifested itself as electrical issues. It all started back in, I think it was January, when myself and one of the guys from the group went to fly the plane. And I got there at like 8:15, pulled the plane out, and we set it all up, pre-flight checked, everything like that, went to crank it, and it went boo, woo, 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 like that, just, and that was it. That was the start of the problems. And since then, the plane has pretty much been out of action. And, you know, we've replaced the battery on it, replaced the charger on it, you know, done all kinds of stuff to it. And basically this week, the alternator and the battery got replaced again, and the alternator got replaced. And the charger, and something else in the plane. There was various issues, but one of the issues was like an intermittent problem. So you'd get like it would behave, and then you'd get a drop in voltage, so it wouldn't be charging the battery in flight. So the potential is then that you fly somewhere, and then when you go to start the plane to come back, you can't get back because on the way it hasn't charged the battery. So I've been letting these guys just get on with it and sort it all out. And now I'm just waiting for somebody to do a decent flight away, make sure the plane is fine, and then I'll jump back in the cockpit. But it's been a bit of an interesting time. Okay, so we can... Where are we going with this? Oil well north. Okie doke. Basically, we want to be turning right out of here. Yeah, so I'm not being the guinea pig. Some other people are going to be the guinea pigs. We get SquirrelPlus IRO and you get back up in the air. Yeah, I'll get flying, then I'll do a test run with some cameras, and then we'll go from there, I think. Split all the expenses for repair? Nope. Nope. That's the one advantage of not actually owning a piece of the plane. I own a piece of the group, and one guy in the group owns the plane. So all the major expenses like that fall to him. B2S is where we're going. Overhauled north. What's the benefit being a group? Basically, access, very good access to a single plane. So you pay a monthly fee. So basically, there's like 8 people in the group. 2 of them pretty much never fly. There's about 3 or 4 of us that fly, but once a week each. So the actual access to the plane is fantastic. Compared to like being in a flying group where you've got like 100, 200 people accessing some planes and they're all beaten up. This is not a beaten up plane, this is a looked after plane, which is properly hangared. So that's the advantage. If I want to book it out for an entire day, 2 days, I could do it. No problem. Supposed to be on 45 minutes, I'll stick it on 41 and start it. Yeah, you pay for fuel. So basically you pay a monthly fee, which covers the plane's base expenses, insurance, hangarage, you know, all that kind of thing. That covers the group, and then if you fly it, you pay per hour as you do in any plane. But the cost, you know, for the same amount of money of flying a Robin, for a tiny bit more, I get to fly a much more capable plane. But my medical's up at the end of June, so I've got to book my medical in again. How cheap is plane fuel? Currently, it's nearly £2 a litre. It's expensive. It's coming down. It is coming down, but it, you know, pre-COVID, it was about £1.40 a litre. Then it shot up to like £2.50. Now it's back under £2. But you know, COVID, the war, etc. It's just like petrol. It's not the price of it. You still got 228 for an egg. That's expensive. Oh yeah, if you fly away, it can be even more than that. B2S is the second track on the left. Should we go in? Egregious, you know. Flying is a lot of fun when the weather's perfect, you know. But perfect weather is not what you think. I would take a cold, clear winter day over a hot, clear summer day any day of the week. These points may not be set correctly. Okay, they are. The AC? The AC? Nah, there's no AC. The AC is literally keep flying. It's like a shark, isn't it? Just keep flying. Keep moving. If you're moving, you don't get hot. Let the air come in. That's your AC. When you're sat taxiing around the ground, it can get pretty nasty. I mean, I've sat waiting to get out of places like Southend. You know, you're waiting for 3 planes to take off and land. And it's like 30 Celsius outside, and you are baking in the cockpit. Just baking. Exactly, you climb up and cool down. That's what you do. D-Dutch, thank you for a bullseye 50 months. Ethan, thank you for 39. Oh, there's heating. There's just no cooling. Yeah, there's heating. Absolutely, you get heat from the engine. So heat's not a problem. Driving the trains down to Southend Airport. What, freight trains? If air is allowed inside, doesn't it increase drag? No, it's gonna... You've got to take air in anyway. It comes in through the front of the... It comes in to cool the engine. It comes in. There's air intake anyway. There has to be. That's definitely wrong. Thank you, Ernest. Thanks for 45. It does have autopilot, actually, yeah. It's a bit temperamental. It's either work when you get in the plane and start it up. The autopilot is either going to work or it's not, and it seems to depend on the weather. If it's too hot, it doesn't operate. So through winter, we pretty much always have autopilot. It doesn't fail in flight. It's to do with the startup sequence. Nobody can seem to figure out what it is. It's to do with the startup sequence. It decides if it's going to work or not, and it's related to the elevator trim because it has electric elevator trim. So if that's operational, the autopilot will operate. If that's not working, it can't. So it just gives up. It's never once failed in flight. It literally doesn't do that. Gaming Turtle, thank you, 54 months, tier 2. Points of smaller crashes, flies, things so. And you generally do, Chris, but the autopilot is actually really... Let's say you're going on a flight from here to Norwich, right? You'll set up a few legs. You might fly to Harwich first, Felixstowe, I don't know. Not Felixstowe, Harwich maybe. And when you get up into your cruise altitude and you're flying straight line to your next leg, you can flick the AP on and it'll just deal with it, and you can look out the window and chill a little bit. It takes the load off. Or you can stick it on just to keep the wings level while you're doing a bit of checking some plates or whatever. It is handy. But if you're doing a longer flight, let's say you're going like a 3-hour flight up north or over to, I don't know, say Normandy or something, Jersey. You go on a longer flight like that, autopilot is a godsend. Because you're literally flying in a straight line over the water. It just takes the load away. But you don't have to use it, it's there. D22, thank you for 82 months. Oh, the ads came back. I must remember to resub. Can you move around the plane when it's on? No. You can't really move around the plane, like the cockpits are not very big. You basically stay in the same seat and don't move. Like changing seat in a small cabin is not really a thing. I'm not allowed to do ILS in a real plane, Chris. I'm not qualified to do it. I could set it up and do it, but I couldn't officially fly instrument. You can move around as much as in a car, I assume. Pretty much. It is like a car in that sense. Like, you're not driving down the motorway and start changing seats. Like, it's not really a thing. So we need to keep left and then right. Someone left to do a 345 flight to Bratislava today. What, you mean a small plane flight? Nyman, thank you for 35. Regara, thank you for 5. An SR22, 3:45 AM. That is traffic avoidance at its best. Where from, Dyson at all? Where are the UK? Red Hill. Jeez. So they'd be going over the channel. It would still be dark. If they have an engine failure, they're coming down into the water at night. That is not. That's crazy. They could have left at like 5 AM and had some daylight. I wouldn't do that. The idea of flying over water at night in a single engine plane does not appeal. I don't know what the ceiling height is, Chris, but realistically, unless you've got a way of giving yourself oxygen and stuff, it's basically up 9,000-10,000 feet for most people. Keep it left, aren't we? B2S, correct, second on the left. So we need to go right here. No, that's what I'm saying, it's not a pressurized cabin. Actually, is it that one? Wait, B2S? It's already got stuff on it. What's going on? Oh, is this a logistic? This wasn't a logistic, was it? I am confused. It is logistic. Okay, fine. We'll push that one out the way and drag it out then. Nah, Costello. Nah. We don't have to do that. All we got to do is uncouple it. So there's plenty of room down there to push that down there and reverse back out, I reckon. We could actually, it could well be a shunting job, couldn't it? Job number is SL40, so we'll have a look at it in a sec. SL40. It's basically get some stuff ready for harbour in town. There's quite a few harbour in towns, actually. There's that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. We can actually do we can actually put all of these together. Do a full multi-drop. Jaguar, thank you for 40 months, double top. Is there another loco? That's a very good question. I don't know. I don't know what's in the yard. Oh, there's a shunter. It's a DE2. Annoyingly. However, down to the harbour is mostly downhill. There's two climbs. We'll have to look at the total weight. It's annoying that. I wish you could just spawn a DE6 if you wanted it and pay a fee. Just so you could do those crazy jobs. It just relies on luck too much. Actually. May as well drag that over to the loading point anyway, because it's got to go there. Did I press... I knew I pressed a key. Pressed a key and accidentally activated the sander. Which I'm not sure if this is going to fit. Doesn't quite fit. I need to move it over. I need to switch that. If that isn't glove, I don't know what is. Look at that. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, is that going to work? I can literally see it there. I don't think that's going to catch. Let's try it. I don't think it's going to work though. It's actually taking it. I think. Interesting. No, it's not. No, it's not. It didn't. Fake news. Oh well. That's a bit of a slip going on there. We're at the old one north. Oh. I know what I just did. The locomotive didn't catch, but then the car following it did. Wow, that's actually jumped a bit too much. Flippin' heck. Yeah, so the loco, which should have gone that way, has actually gone that way, but the car has gone that way. So the car's gone over here, the loco's gone that way, and it's just gone ping! Oh my god, that's brilliant. Right, we have to re-rail this. If it'll let us. We start by re-railing that. Cost. Does the cost go up the further you move it, I wonder? Might as well re-rail it where we want it if we're going to do it. 7.5 grand? Why is it so much? $4,900, 2,000. That's insane. Locomotive is not derailed. Are you sure about that? That potentially could be fixed. I could merge those. If I bring it back this way, we could potentially fix that. Might get away with it. I better re-rail this out the way, though. Can't believe the cost. 4,700. 6,900. Why? 10 grand. Why does the cost just go up substantially? Look, it seems to be like the further away it is, the more it is. 4 grand for that. And there's probably damage to it. Right, let's see if we can drift these back together. So I guess the most sensible thing would be to have that pointed like that. Even though this thing will push it anyway. Come on, you can do it. So if we get the front like that and then we flick it the other way, in theory it should go to the right now, shouldn't it? There we go. Wow. That was pretty awesome. It's going to be a feel on that car, though. Is there a turntable here? I can't remember. There's not. I think you have to just go around the loop or something. Yeah, you literally have to go all around the loop just to turn around. Well, that was fun. I don't know if it's quicker than a turntable, but a turntable's cheaper. Okay, so we should. Do we service it now? We probably should. This is set to go straight through, which it is. We can just let it do its thing for a second. Uh, 180, 180 ton, 180... 670 tons on the left, 400 tons on the left, that's over 1,000 tons. We could just take them too. Those two alone would be fine. So do 31 grand, 36 grand. So if we take FH85 and then FH11. There's 11. $85 and 11. Okay, this one and the one next to it. So 50 and then 40 is what we want. You're crying with laughter. Why? Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine it coming back and I got on to do something else while I was waiting. Kevin, how you doing? Although technically I should send it for a service. Actually, let me quickly see how much fuel's in there. I think we should have enough, if I'm honest, but... Fuel, sand's a bit low. I don't think we'll need it, but let's give it a very quick service, just to be sure. Picking another loco up on the route, steel mill should have one. We don't really need one, do we? We've already had to climb up to the steel mill anyway. I think we'll make it. And if we don't make it one loco, then we can't even get to the steel mill anyway. Yeah, but there's an incline before the steel mill. Yeah, but it's not a particularly big incline, and you can get a massive run up. If you stop at the steel mill to pick up another locomotive, instead you could go through at 50 and then hit the climb. We'll be okay. I think you're right. I think you have to pay for it, don't you? I was so distracted. See, Simulator gets around this problem. Yeah. That's like filling up at the petrol station and driving away without paying. Except in this game, it can take everything back. Hey, you didn't pay for that. I'll just put it back in the tank. just double check. 85 and then 11. I imagine the methane will go in a different place to the crude oil because that's going to take up most of us a track, I think. Confirmed. Well, derailing can be fun, Miracle. If it happens, it happens. What a fee for the damage was on that car. 12,800? Oh my god. There goes one of the bonuses off this job. Brutal. That's how much damage we caused to that car. If it's on SSD, yes. Yeah, basically what's happening in Hosen, when you approach a station, it's loading all the content in. So, yeah, I always have my Steam games on an SSD. For that reason. At least your most played ones. Like, in Steam, you can configure multiple install libraries. So you can have some games installed on one drive and some games installed on another drive. So when you install a game, you choose the folder you want if you set 2 folders up. So you could have one folder for SSD stuff and another folder for non-SSD stuff if you want to. And then just install the, critical things. If you're doing an adventure game, you don't really need it to be on SSD necessarily, but a game like this would benefit from being on SSD. Yeah, and you can move games between them, quite right. Hey, I love that little thing. Okay, that is 11. That is 11. Let's get a bit warm in here. Right, down to the harbour town. More or less straight out of here at 50. You mean NVMe, MLOK? Yeah, it obviously depends on your own personal setup. "33 minutes. That's not a lot of time to get down to the harbour and drop this lot off. Okay, so first drop is into G, then into E. That's annoying. It's not too bad. We can pull through G and then reverse into E. Does anyone know why you got 5 ads in a row? Yep. You got five ads in a row because you're not subscribed and you don't have Twitch Turbo, so you see ads. You got 5 in a row because the way I've set my ads to run is to run in a cluster together, but only like twice an hour. So you'll be able to watch a load of content for like nearly half an hour. Then there'll be a cluster of ads, and then they get out your way, you can carry on. You have to set it up somehow. You either have an ad every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or you have them clustered together. I've gone for the cluster. It's a bit more like TV. You get like half an hour of content, and then you get a cluster of ads. If you don't want ads at all, there are various ways of getting rid of them. Onamichi, thank you for gifting us up to Sharonborg. There you go, sir. You can now enjoy an ad-free viewing, courtesy of Onamichi. Listen, Crit Dog, nobody likes ads, mate. Nobody, apart from advertisers. They like ads. But nobody likes watching ads. But they are a fact of life. They pay the bills. I love how all the non-subscribed people are like, I hate ads too. Can I have a free sub? Yeah, me too. I don't like ads. Guardian, thank you for 16 months. That's why you got Turbo. Yeah, well, that's one of your options, right? Spugwana, thank you for 19 months. You're welcome. Anonymous has gifted a sub to adverts. What? As if somebody's got a Twitch channel called Adverts. That's crazy. Okay, G is going to be 5i. G5i is first on the right, coming in from the west. Then the other drop is on E8i, we're coming in from the east, so that's second on the left as we go in. Okay. Barry, I thought the world ran on unicorn dust. Are you saying that money has to pay the bills to keep things going? Wow. That's new to me. Yeah, simulated release date 30th of June. I mean, don't get me wrong, some ads can be funny, but I've never yet seen a Twitch ad that was funny. I've seen plenty of cringe ones, but I've never seen one that I would say, you know, made me laugh. Some ads are clever, but not on Twitch. Set up correctly. Six months he got ads in French for no reason. Did you learn any French? Keep left here. On ship. Gavin Howell, thank you for 38 months. Hopefully we've got enough oomph to get up this 1.8%. Temperatures are okay, we're not wheel slipping yet. Speed's mostly holding, so I think we're going to be good. Tried it years ago, so I've tried it recently. Steam Train's kind of end game. Actually, it's designed not to be. Like, if you look at the pricing point of it, it's a very powerful machine for not a lot of money in the early game. So it's meant to be a mid game. The problem is that it's not easy to operate. Most people would struggle, especially a new player that's still trying to learn the map and learn the layout of the various stations and tracks. Like, it's a big struggle to do that and manage a steam train, which is why you know what you're saying is it's kind of end game, but the price point is it's not. It's weird. The thing is, if they give you the D6 too early, then you're not struggling anymore. And the steam train is too much of a workload for most people. And there's nothing in between. What you need is something between the DE2 and the DE6. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, multi-unit add-on gives you 2 DE2s, but 2 DE2s, like, because they overheat so quickly, if you're hauling a big load out of the harbour, they overheat. I mean, if you remember, when in the early days before I had the license, I was switching between the two. Like, I'd pull with one, and when it overheated, I'd get the second one to take the load, let the first one cool off. I just kept doing that. But they overheat so rapidly that if you've got them in multi-unit, when are you going to let them cool off when you're coming east out the harbour? Yes, I know what's coming in the next update. I know, Dice on the top, but I'm not really sure what I can say, so I'm saying nothing. Absolutely. Is it a 50 on the triangle? I know it's 40 here. Was it 50 or 60 on that bit? Is it 60 through there, then 40, or 50 through there, then 40? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it is 60, then 40. I think it's 60 on the junction into the tunnel, and then 40 on the bend. And then it goes back to 50, then goes back to 40 again. Yeah, I know the bend's definitely 40. I'm just trying to work out whether I stay at 60 or not. I think I do. It says 60 there. Yes, we're hauling methane, so that's pretty explosive. Yeah, 60 to the right, there you go. $19 Man, this time is tight. It'd be a real shame if I derailed, wouldn't it, Phil, with all that methane on the back? I hope so, Mikey. The plan is to get the licenses, then do some military stuff. So I think the bonus time scale might be okay for one job. I'm not sure we're going to get two though. I don't know, DeBommel, if I see something worth taking military 2-wise, I'll grab it, but I've not seen anything yet. He caused a squirrel tax of 60,000. Dude. You have to get down to 40 for this bend. And then accelerate away and then get back down to 40 again. Does anyone know how to send a parcel back to Amazon when it's been delivered to your house by mistake? Well, best thing to do is just hold on to it and see if somebody comes and claims it. Back down to 40. G5i. Yeah, if you try and just contact Amazon support, you can get a live chat with them. You just got to find the right web page. It's annoying. They're very faceless. It's your address and you didn't order, it's like a scam package. Oh, if it's your address on it, and that's... Somebody might have put the wrong address in, like it happens.